Today we're gonna be playing the Pokemon X and the Pokemon Y. I got the battle against the Gustav, and I'm the Cherubim, and I got the... I can't. Today I got a battle against Gustav. It was on my stream earlier tonight. Does that make sense? Earlier tonight. It doesn't seem like it makes sense, but if I say earlier today, that seems like it make... whatever. Anyways, his team doesn't seem that threatening. Yeah, he's got Darmanitan. Yeah, he's got Manectric. And yeah, he's got Jirachi. But I've got a lot of hard counters to a lot of his Pokemon. The only thing that might be an issue is the Vaporeon, but I do have the Delphox with Solar Beam. I do have Politoed with Toxic. And you know, it's not... I feel as long as though I can hit it fast and hit it hard, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Before we get this battle started, though, I want to direct you guys to this giveaway right here in case, for whatever reason, you've missed it. I don't know how you could have, but definitely go click on this video right here before watching this. I'm giving away a free copy of Omega Ruby on my YouTube channel when the games come out, and I'm also giving away a copy of Alpha Sapphire. Basically, if you click on that giveaway video, watch it, and then comment below what Mega you're most excited about, you have a chance at winning a free copy of Omega Ruby. And if you're interested in Alpha Sapphire over Omega Ruby, listen to the whole video because it explains Alpha Sapphire a little bit more. And I don't want to talk about the whole thing right now because we've already got a pretty long intro with me screwing around at the beginning. Anyway, he's going to go ahead and lead off with the Manectric. This is not what I expected him to lead off with. I don't know what he expected me to lead off with. But obviously I want to lead off with my Swampert because I want to get my Stealth Rocks up. And it's going to force him to switch because he definitely does not want to take an Earthquake. Now he's going to go out into the Golbat. I'm not really scared of the Golbat at all, really. Yeah, it can run Toxic and it can do a couple of other things. And it does have Defog. But I'm not too scared. I don't think it's going to be hitting me with anything too hard. He does actually have Super Fang, though, and that definitely surprised me. I was not expecting to see that. Basically, if you don't know what Super Fang does, it cuts your HP in half. Regardless of your defense, regardless of their attack, it cuts your HP in half. It's similar to Endeavor, except not really. Anyway, I'm using my Special Scizor today. I was using whatever team I had, and of course on my team I had Special Scizor. But basically right there I went for HP Steel, and as you can see it did a pretty decent amount of damage. I run Choice Specs, Modest Scizor over the regular Choice Banded / Megastone, Adamant Scizor with max HP, max attack, and it works out okay. We'll talk about that more in a little bit, but it works out okay. I'm either predicting him to go for Flare Blitz or a U-turn, regardless of what he wants to do. Switching out into my Politoed and saving my Scizor, regardless, is definitely going to be the better option. Now, I thought about going for Toxic here, but I forgot to take a picture of his team and forgot what Pokemon he had, so I'm actually going to waste the turn, heal him up a little bit, which doesn't really matter, and kind of waste a turn and then get off a Toxic on that turn. His Vaporeon is actually going to go for a Toxic of his own on my Politoed. But I don't really care too much. The Rain for this team isn't really that necessary. Yeah, it helps because I do have a Scizor, and I've got Bisharp, but it's not, super beneficial to this team, and it's not, life-saving to this team if I don't have Rain. So it's not a big deal that my Politoed was poisoned there. I'm going to go out of my Scizor. I wasn't sure what this, I almost forgot what this thing was called. I was unsure of what this Vaporeon wanted to do. I thought it might want to Wish. I wasn't sure what it wanted to do, and it ended up just going for Scald. So I ended up losing my Scizor there, which is very unfortunate because I would have loved to have shown you guys what Special Scizor can do. But I have no choice but to, do what I had to do there. But I'm gonna go out to my Bisharp now, get the knockoff off. Go for it again, just to try and get rid of this Vaporeon. I have Iron Head. For whatever reason, this one has Low Kick. On my Showdown set, I have Swords Dance, and Swords Dance works out a lot better than Low Kick 99.9% of the time, but unfortunately there wasn't anything I could do. Now, he's going to go out into the Golbat and go for the Defog. There's a couple of issues with that. Obviously, I went for Sucker Punch because, I'm not sure what this thing wants to do, and I want to try and, get some damage off before I can. But basically, I'm going to keep going for Sucker Punch. And you're probably wondering, why wouldn't he just attack? Well, I don't want to lose my Bisharp. He went ahead and put me at +1, and I'm at pretty low HP, so basically whatever hits me, I'm gonna be pretty much dead. But he switches out, goes out of the Jirachi. Again, I'm still going for Sucker Punches. I don't know what this Jirachi wants to do. And, you know, it's one of those things that you have to deal with, and one of those things, it's a mental thing. It really is a mind game. Pokemon is so mind game based, so I don't know. The two things that I try to tell people to have. Number one is just playing. Sit down on Showdown and sit there and play for a couple of hours. That will get you used to what Pokemon people like to use, and will get you more familiarized with what kind of movesets people are going to be pretty much running on that Pokemon, especially since we're waiting on a new game to come out and people are testing a bunch of Pokemon. It gives you an idea of what some people are thinking might be on these Pokemon, or what they want to run on these Pokemon. So sit down on Showdown and play. Another thing that you'll want to work on is team building. In my opinion, team building is the hardest part about Pokemon. Playing matches isn't hard. Predicting what Pokemon are going to do isn't hard, as long as you played against them and you can somewhat predict what moves they have and what they're going to do with that Pokemon. But team building is definitely the hardest part. Balancing a team between special attackers and physical attackers, and specially defensive Pokemon, and fast Pokemon, and defensive Pokemon. There's so many different things that are, based on a team, that it's almost more complicated to team build than it is to decide what IVs and EVs you want on a Pokemon. It's almost that. In my opinion, it's more difficult than deciding that sort of thing. So, just sit down on Showdown for a couple hours. Make a team, see if it works. If it doesn't work, change a Pokemon, or, if you feel like you want to change your whole team, change your whole team. Sit down and just play. It's one of those things that a lot of people don't understand, but as with all things, the more practice you have, the better you're going to be, regardless of what you're doing. Whether it's playing an instrument, typing on a keyboard, playing any video game, driving a car. There's so many different things, but the most important thing about doing any single thing is just having the experience and having the knowledge backed up by it. So that's basically all I can really tell you guys. Basically, we've got the standard Flinch Hacks Jirachi, which is very annoying to deal with, especially if you don't have something to hard counter it. I ended up switching my Bisharp out, and the Jirachi actually predicted I don't know if he predicted my switch, but I don't know. I guess I wouldn't say that he predicted it. I just kind of felt like he went on it as a whim. Not really a true prediction, but just kind of, like, oh, maybe he's going to switch here. But I have one Sucker Punch left on my Bisharp. I wanted to at least save one. He did trick me, so I'm now holding a Choice Scarf. He does have my Focus Sash. He's going to keep hitting me with Iron Heads and Iron Heads and Iron Heads, and I flinch every time except that one time. Politoed's going to be able to get off a very strong Hydro Pump. Look at that damage. Jirachi is a bulky Pokemon. Jirachi is not something that, you want to mess around with if you don't have to. And someone is like stomping upstairs or something. I apologize if you can hear that. But there really isn't too much that I can do here. I can go for Sucker Punch here. I actually do end up hitting the Jirachi, but wait. I might have one Sucker Punch after this. I might have had two left. We'll see. He's going to go out of the Manectric, which is fine. And, I'm not too worried about this thing. He is going to Mega Evolve here. I do have Defiant, so I am going to get another attack boost. Actually, 2 if you want to be technical. Well, my attack's going to be raised by 2 stages, which is basically only going to be putting me at +1 attack instead of +2, which is fine. It's not, that big of an issue. Let's see here. Okay, that was, when I Sucker Punched that Jirachi, that was my last one. So basically, I lost my Delphox and my Bisharp because I played somewhat carelessly and just kept going for Sucker Punch over and over and over again on my Bisharp. But I was in a position where I didn't want to switch. I didn't want to lose my Bisharp, so the only thing I really could do was go for Sucker Punch. It was the best option in my opinion. At my opinion at the time. Looking back, obviously I should have went for Iron Head or Knockoff or something. But that's behind us. I'm out at my Swampert now. I know for a fact that he does not have HP Grass because he did switch out on that first turn. If he did have HP Grass, he would have stayed in on that first turn and just killed me then, but he obviously does not carry it, so I'm safe to stay in here and get my rocks back up. Now, at that, when I put my rocks up, he had 3 Pokemon. A Manectric, Darmanitan, and Mamoswine left. He's going to switch into Darmanitan here, and he's going to hit me with a Superpower. It's not stab boosted. It's not sheer force boosted. So I don't really have anything to fear from that Superpower. And I'm actually going to be that guy. Yes, I'm going to be that guy and actually roar his Darmanitan out instead of just killing it with a Waterfall or regardless. Because after this Mamoswine is dead, his Darmanitan switches in and it dies. So I have nothing to fear. As long as this Mamoswine, for whatever reason, isn't Choice Scarfed or running max speed, at least I think, I don't know what Mamoswine's big speed is, but as long as he's not, definitely not Choice Scarf, I win here. I have Medicham left. All I have left is Mega Medicham. That's all I got. So basically, what I have to do here is send in my Medicham, Mega Evolve, and I don't run Fake Out on my Medicham. I run Bullet Punch over Fake Out. And a lot of people would tell you otherwise. They would tell you always run Fake Out. But there's so many issues with that. One, it's not stab. I know Bullet Punch isn't stab either, but Fake Out's priority is on that one turn. So I'm going to come back to this. Anyway, he lost the game right then and there, unless he's Choice Scarfed. Unless he's Choice Scarfed Mamoswine for whatever reason, he lost the game. Basically, he switched out, went into Darmanitan, maybe expecting high jump kick. I don't really know what he was predicting there. Maybe just wanted to get, if I had Fake Out, didn't want to take Fake Out damage on the Mamoswine. I don't know. But the only way he could have won is if he was Choice Scarf Mamoswine. That is the only way he could have won right there. And he ended up switching out, and I wasn't sure what to expect from that. It was a very weird play. I would not have made that play myself. I would have just stayed in, gone for Earthquake, and then, you know, whatever happens, happens. I don't know Mamoswine's base speed. Medicham's is like 80-ish, something like that. So I think there's a possibility that Mamoswine could have outsped me on that first turn before on that first turn that I did Mega, but I don't know. It's a weird predicament. Anyway, back to what I was saying about Medicham. I prefer to run Bullet Punch over Fake Out because Bullet Punch is guaranteed priority every single turn regardless of what I do. I always have priority on my Medicham. Fake Out comes in handy when you first switch in and you want to get some super priority off, because Fake Out is always going to go first regardless, unless they use Protect or they're a Ghost type or whatever. But Bullet Punch is guaranteed priority every time. It hits every type, regardless of whether they're Ghost or not. It's not going to be the strongest priority, but it's priority and it's there every single time. So that's why I prefer Bullet Punch over Fake Out. I don't know. It's just a better option in my opinion. And I run Drain Punch over High Jump Kick. One, I don't want to miss High Jump Kick. Two, if they switch into a Ghost type, I technically miss and then I lose 50% of my health. And Drain Punch, I guess you could run High Jump Kick and Drain Punch if you wanted to be that guy. But I really like my Medicham set. I run Bullet Punch, I run Thunder Punch, I run Ice Punch, and I run Drain Punch. I got all the punches on there, and it seems to work out very, very well. And I think you guys will be seeing some of that soon. You'll see somewhat soon. Maybe like Friday soon. But I'm not going to spoil anything else. Anyways, before we leave, I definitely want to put this here again. I know I'm spamming this like crazy, guys, but just bear with me. I'm trying to get as many people in this giveaway as possible. I think it's going to be very fun, regardless of whether you're trying to get Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby, or both of them. I think it's going to be more fun if we have more people in it than just the people that are in it right now. So definitely click right here, this big box that's showing up. If you click that, it'll take you to a link. It won't take you to a link. It will link you to a previous video of mine. Basically, watch that video, comment what Mega you're most excited about, and you'll have a chance at winning a free copy of Omega Ruby. And if you're interested in Alpha Sapphire, just go listen to the video. It's very short. It's only like a minute long, and it will explain everything that you can do to possibly win a copy of Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby, regardless. I just explained Omega Ruby, but whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are enjoying the 60 FPS videos. They take a little bit longer to render, and it takes YouTube a little bit longer to process them, but it's fine. I don't mind it. It's easy. It's easy peasy. Easy peasy, man. Anyways, Make sure to like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. It's not going to hurt my feelings if you dislike my video. It just makes me realize that you didn't enjoy the content. And my computer screen went black because it thinks I'm not doing anything. Subscribe if you're new. Please. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. You know, if you want to see more content from me, then subscribe. If you're kind of on the fence about it, or you're just like straight up no, then you know, move on. It's just not gonna bother me if you aren't happy with my content and you don't subscribe. That's your opinion, and you have the right to do so. Lots of words coming out very quickly. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you back again on Friday. All right, guys. Peace out.